Hey beer tubers! I'm going to continue on with some of the beers that Gus sent me. Today I'm going to be having the Kudzu Porter. I think that's how you say it, because if you're from the South, you'll definitely pronounce it as American as you can. So the Kudzu Porter. The interesting read that I had here, I kind of like how the end of the description says that its chocolate smoky notes are abundant throughout, and the citrus aroma provides a refreshing twist to this old world beer style. Careful, it will grow on you. That's kind of the ending that I like. But yeah, I thought it was interesting because chocolate smoky, which seemingly it's a pretty popular kind of thing because you smoke everything in the South. But it also says that there's a citrus aroma, so I'm really curious about this of this porter. So let me go ahead and open it up and I'll show you how it is. So if you see here on the side here, these are some of the recommendations. You see definitely meat. And more meat of every kind. Sadly, I don't have ribs or pulled pork, but actually, you know what? This one, see the one on the left, or I guess it's to your left. This is ice cream cone. so I guess you could pair this with ice cream if you want with the cone. So, anyways, here's the color. It's actually quite dark. There's nothing that you could really see through with this beer. Sometimes porters can almost have a brown, dark brownish kind of color, but it's very dark. Let me check the aroma on this. I'm definitely getting some very light roasted notes. Milk chocolate. But overall it's very light in the body of the aroma. So, let me go ahead and give it a taste here. Kanpai. Wow, that's interesting. Yeah, it does have a light, smoky characteristic to this. That's really cool. This is actually the first time I've had a regular porter that actually has some light, smoky notes to it. Because, I mean, it's not a smoked porter. It's not in that category. It's not a smoked beer, but it does have those traits to it, and that's actually really interesting. There's quite a bit of carbonation in this one as well, just like their other beer. A medium to like a medium full body mouthfeel. There's quite a bit of heavy roasted malts in this, so there's definitely some roasted characteristics to it. Not so much roasted coffee, but you get some of the bitter chocolate esters in this beer. Definitely getting the hops more and more as I'm drinking it, and that's what it's from. It's from the fresh hops. Now I see what they mean by there's actually citrus hoppy characteristics to this. This is really interesting because at first I got a lot of carbonation, and probably the hops kind of added to it, but I got a lot of carbonation, and then you get the roasted malts in it, and then you get the smokiness towards the end to kind of like, you kind of could just feel it along with the sweetness of the malts. But as I'm drinking it more, I'm getting quite a bit of hoppy characteristics to this, which is really different from their pale ale, because I did have a fresh bottle of their pale, but I didn't get that much bittering hops in it, whereas this porter, I'm actually getting a decent amount of the citrus hops in it, and yeah, this is actually quite interesting. I'm actually enjoying this. Yeah, I'm really enjoying this. Wow, that's really tasty. Really interesting. I really dig this beer. So, rating-wise, I will give this, an A-. This actually qualifies for a pretty darn good beer. I just don't know what to expect from beers from the South because it's my first time having it, and before this I had their pale, which, I mean, you saw my video review of it. If you haven't, go back to it. But yeah, this is Back 40 Beer Company in Alabama. That's a really good beer from Alabama. It's really enjoyable. Like I said, all the tasting notes, it actually has a good variety of it. Well, nothing's really just overpowering the other, and it just creates a really nice experience with a slight smokiness, and as well with the citrus hops, the bittering hops towards the end. So, anyways, this is an A- for me for the porter, the Kudzu Porter by Back 40 Beer Company. And thanks so much for watching, and prepare to see the next beer review of more southern beers. Kanpai!